guys, ASMR Prodigy back again with another video, and in today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are doing my annual NFL season predictions. Now I know it's been a while, I quite literally had to wipe dust off of my mic before using it, but we are back, and as you guys know, this is the time of the year where I make videos where I focus all of my energy onto making NFL content. The new Madden is coming out August 18th, I believe. I've already got it pre-ordered, and it's on next-gen console this year, so the franchise videos are going to be coming back, as long as with weekly predictions, of course, and reviewing them after. It's probably one of my favorite times of the year. NFL season and March Madness are my two favorite times of the year for sports. But anyways, today's video, like I said, we are going over my season predictions for every team here. So, without further ado, I guess let's just hop right into it. I have it set up in front of me here, so I'm going to be talking about how the team did last year, comparing their records from last year to what I think it will be this year, as along with division winners and playoff teams as always. But first, I want to say, if you guys enjoyed the video, please go down there and like, comment, subscribe, do all that beautiful stuff that you guys do. And yeah, now let's get into the video. So to start us off, I'll go with, of course, my team in my division, the NFC East, the Philadelphia Eagles. So last year, you guys know the Eagles went to the Super Bowl and lost. They were 14-3, and this year I have them coming in at 13-4. So only losing one more game than last year. They did lose C.J. Gardner-Johnson, T.J. Edwards, like a couple big pieces on their defense, but they also drafted guys like Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith in the first round, to where it's like, I don't know if you necessarily want to say it evens out, but they definitely got pieces back, so I don't think they're going to take a major step back, and that's really why I only have them losing one game. They're still going to take that crown in the NFC East. I don't see the Cowboys, Giants, or Commanders beating them out for that East title, but then again, it's the NFL, you never know. So to go here now, I'm just going to go ahead and say they go 13-4 and win that division. And then coming in second is the Dallas Cowboys. They went 12-5 last year, and this year I have them coming in at 11-6. So again, getting one game worse than they were last year. And they brought in a lot of pieces. They brought in Stephon Gilmore, which I think is great for their defense. Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore, that's going to be pretty scary to go up against. But it's Dak for me, is why I dropped this down here. He hasn't looked good in training camp so far. He's throwing a lot of picks still. I mean, you got to take training camp with a grain of salt. But again, it's Dak for me. He threw a lot of interceptions last year. I think he led the league actually, and he missed some time with injury, like the first 5 weeks. So I mean, I guess their season really depends on how well Dak plays. I think they are the only team in the East that give the Eagles a run for their money, NFC East. So I have them coming in at 11-6. Could easily see this being another 12-5 season for them. It's really a lot of these predictions I've made, I could see going either or, giving them one more game or one less game. So they're kind of hard to make, to be honest with you. But coming in third in the NFC East, I have the New York Giants. Last year they went 9-7-1 and actually made it into the playoffs and won a game on top of that. So shout out to them. But this year I have them going 10-7. So really only getting a game better, I guess, because they had the tie. So it's kind of messed up. But 10-7 I feel like is a fair place for the Giants. We'll see how well Danny Dimes plays. He had a pretty good year last year, and the whole Saquon pay situation, running backs deserve to be paid, all that stuff might actually play a factor into how well these guys do. So I guess the only thing we can do is wait and see how things go. And coming in last in the NFC East, I have the Washington Commanders. Last year they went 8-1. They tied with the Giants. So a team last year in the NFC East didn't even have a losing record, which is kind of hard to believe. But this year I have them going 6-11. I think they take a major step back for some reason. I know guys like Chase Young are finally fully healthy, but I don't know. There's just something about the Commanders. I don't who's their quarterback, Sam Howell. I don't think they just have it. Terry McLaurin's really good. He's always been really good. And I'm kind of excited to see what John Dodson can do in his second year, I believe. Unless maybe last year was his second year. I don't know. He's still super young. And I'm excited to see what he can do this season. So moving on to the NFC North, I actually have the Detroit Lions winning the NFC North. Last year they went 9-8, missed out on a playoff spot by the last game of the year. And this year I have them going 11-6. A lot of people maybe would have put them at like a 12-win season, or maybe even a 10-win. But I feel like 11-6. I don't think I could see the Lions winning more than 11 games. They got a really young, good team, and they play the Chiefs on opening night Thursday. I don't remember the exact date, like September 7th, so that'll be fun to watch. I might have to put down a couple sports bets on that game, just because, opening day. But anyways, I have them going 11-6, and taking first in that division. Second place, I'm giving to the Minnesota Vikings, who went 13-4 last year. I'm only giving them a 9-8 record this year. I don't think that, I've gotten a lot of hate from my friends and other people, and even videos last year I've made this. I think the Minnesota Vikings were the most fraudulent 13-4 team in NFL history last year. I know of at least, like the Colts game that they blew. The Colts blew, and the Vikings came back. That was crazy. They won against the Lions in like a super close game in Minnesota. That I just felt like should have. I don't know how they snuck it out. They snuck out a lot of games, and to back up my points, I think it really shows that they're 13-4, and they lost to the 9-7-1 Giants in the playoffs. I know it's just. It's playoff football. Anything can happen. But, I don't know. I just think they were so fraudulent. I don't think they deserve that 13-4 record. Another thing, the Bills game, Josh Allen taking a knee in the 1 yard line, fumbles, and they return it for a touchdown. The guy falls on it in the end zone for a touchdown. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll give them second at 9-8. And believe it or not, this is kind of a risky pick, I would say, in my opinion here. I'm giving third place to the Chicago Bears. Last year, 3-14, and I have to bring this up because every time I talk about the Chicago Bears, I think it was some dude in my comment section. I was like, yeah, I couldn't see the Bears winning more than like 3 games this year, or 2 games. I don't remember what it was. But it was week 3, and they were talking about, oh, yeah, you can't see them doing this. They're already 2-1. And they proceeded to win one more game the rest of the season after starting off 2-1. But I'm giving the Bears a 7-10 record this season, which is wild. And I'll explain why. And I'm going to say DJ Moore. And it really comes down to how Justin Fields plays. A lot of hype around Justin Fields right now, and I really don't see why. There's just a thing about Ohio State quarterbacks that just rubs me the wrong way, and that might be because I'm a Michigan fan for college football, but I just don't think Justin Fields is there yet to be having this amount of hype, and I get it. Jalen Hurts, kind of in the same boat coming into last year. He had ramping up of hype around him after his rookie season. But not his rookie season, 2021, when they went 9-8 and got to the playoffs. But regardless of what I'm just saying, I don't think Justin Fields is there yet. I think he has the potential. He has the tools. He's a gifted athlete. He's a great runner. He's just got to get his throwing down. And DJ Moore's going to help that out. A lot. I think the Bears are trending up. I think, give them a couple more years, they're going to be a competitive team. And Justin Fields develops more. We'll see in a couple years how that goes. But I'm giving the Bears a 7-10. Could easily be 6-11. Could easily be a 5-12. always hating on the Bears, I feel like. So Bears fans, there you go. You're getting your, you're getting it from me. You're getting the respect, I guess. And then last in the division is the Green Bay Packers, which it's kind of hard to put them at last because I don't feel like they're a last place team. Last year they went 8-9, and you got to remember this year they don't have Aaron Rodgers. So I'm giving them a 5-12 record, which is honestly, now that I'm looking at it, might be too low. But I'm gonna stick with it because it kind of just this season depends on how Jordan Love plays. I personally don't like the receiving core. I'm not a big fan of Christian Watson, but that's just me, right? We'll see how they do. I don't know. I'm not used to the Packers being very bad, so I hope Jordan Love balls out. That'd be cool, and it would be like a big brain play by the Green Bay management when they drafted him in the first round. But I just don't see it. I really don't. I watched him. He actually played against the Eagles last season, and he didn't look like anything special. No offense to Green Bay fans or Jordan Love himself, but he just didn't look, I don't know, he didn't look like, I guess I'm used to seeing Aaron Rodgers play for him. But we're going with a 5-12 record for them. Moving on to the NFC West, we have the 49ers winning this division. Last year they were 13-4. This year I don't think a thing changes. I think they go 13-4 as well. And honestly, I think the 49ers quite literally only got better. I don't think they lost a lot, if any. I lost Jimmy G, I know that, but like, who cares? And they added Javon Hargrave, so shout out to them. I feel like they are going to be the Eagles' top competition, just exactly how they were last year for the NFC title. So they're in first place in that division. And second place, I'm giving to the Seattle Seahawks, who went 9-8 last year and actually got into the playoffs under Geno Smith. And this year, I'm giving them a game. I'm giving them a game more. I say they go 10-7. Seattle, really, really exciting looking team. You got DK. You got Jackson Smith and Java. I don't know if that's how you say it, but the wide receiver from OSU. He looks good. He looks very promising. And I think this defense, they got the guy, what's his name? Devin Witherspoon from Illinois. Him and Tariq Woolen. Oh my god, that secondary is going to be great. But yeah, I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to do better than they did last year. They could easily go 11 win season, 11-6. But I'm going to just give them a 10-7. And moving on to third place in the division, I'm giving it to the Los Angeles Rams. They went 5-12 last year, and this year I have them going 8-9. I think they do get better. Record-wise, not necessarily team. They're getting Cooper Kupp back, which is automatic. You know, you're obviously getting more weapons there, and then you're getting Stafford back, which is a kind of a really, for me at least, this is a make-or-break year for Stafford, because last year, I know he was hurt, but like, I just got this feeling that he was washed. He was done. He got his ring, and he kind of just like, I could retire now if I wanted to, type thing. But yeah, I think that the Rams go 8-9. They got Cooper Kupp back. That's their biggest thing to take away from the offseason. And last in this division, I feel like it's fairly obvious, in my opinion, might be the worst team in the NFL this year, the Arizona Cardinals. They went 4-13 last year, and this year they go 3-14. They lose one more game this year than they did last year. I could be wrong here, but I think Kyler Murray's starting the year hurt. I think he had like ACL surgery, or torn Achilles or something to do with his knee. I could be completely wrong though, but yeah, there's not really much to talk about here with the Cardinals. They traded away everybody, or released them or whatever. But yeah. Now moving on to the NFC South, and this is my Hail Mary pick. This is my what is it? Everyone gets one mulligan, so when I get this wrong, this is my mulligan. But I am giving the division title to the Carolina Panthers. Now hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Miles Sanders, Adam Thielen, Bryce been there before, looking like he knows what he's doing on the field. The Panthers are going to win this division. And if he doesn't, it's going to be ugly. But they also got a safety. I can't remember if it was Von Bell or Jesse Bates. It was one of those Cincinnati guys that went there. Really good safety. But yeah, I have to come clean. Back in May, I made a $100 parlay on picking every division winner. And it's basically, actually it is all the same division winners here that I have written down. And the payout is like 48 grand if it hits. So I am going to be a very big Carolina Panthers fan this season and watching along with them, because I feel safe with every other division winner I picked that I could easily see winning that division. It's just the NFC South. It's just such a toss-up. It's so tough. This is the toughest division to pick, but I'm giving it to the Panthers. I don't know if I mentioned this. They went 7-10 last year. I have them going 9-8 this year. Moving on to second place, I'm giving it to the Atlanta Falcons. They went 7-10 last year as well, and this year I have them going 8-9. So just missing out by one game on that division title. But the Falcons, you got guys like Kyle Pitts, and they drafted, holy cow, I'm forgetting the dude's name. They drafted Bijan Robinson. I literally had to look that up. I can't believe I forgot that name. He was actually rumored, like there was big rumors that he was going to go to the Eagles, but I'm so glad we got Jalen Carter. But anyways, back onto the Falcons. They got Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, and I believe they got maybe somebody on defense from free agency. I don't quite remember, but yeah, I guess they're rolling with Desmond Ridder at quarterback. We'll see how that plays out, but I'm giving them 8-9 in second place in the division. And then third place, it's the New Orleans Saints. They went 7-10 last year. I got them going 8-9 this year. I know they brought in Derek Carr, but I'm not a very big guy on Derek Carr. I feel like he had quite a few pieces there in Oakland or Las Vegas or wherever they moved from. Well, he probably had pieces in both teams, but I didn't really do it for me. I know they made it to the playoffs that one year. But man, I don't see Derek Carr taking this Saints team very far. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater. Maybe I just don't like Derek Carr. But yeah, I got them going 8-9. I feel like I'm always kind of low on the Saints. But prove me wrong, I guess, right? Moving on to last place in this division, and to wrap up the NFC, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who went 9-8 last year. I have them going 6-11. Not really much to talk about here. Tom Brady retires. Baker Mayfield steps in. It's not going to be pretty. I mean, this division is super weak, so maybe they go on a little run at the end of the year and somehow squeeze by, but it depends on how Baker Mayfield plays. If he plays good, then maybe they go 8-9, but I don't know. I just don't see it, and I'm a Baker Mayfield guy. I think he's better than a lot of people give him credit for, but he certainly doesn't play like it. So, yeah. Moving on to the AFC, starting with the AFC East, I have the Buffalo Bills going 13-4. Last year they went 13-3. It was the Bills and the Bengals that missed out on a game due to the DeMar Hamlin situation, so that's why they only played 16 games last year. But anyways, 13-4, not much to talk about here. Basically the same Bills team, and they just got more people through the draft. I guess I can't think of any big name free agent that went there off the top of my head, but yeah, giving them 13-4, always a title contender. They just got to get past the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Chiefs or Bengals, it's really between those three teams, which is kind of tough for them. But second place in the AFC East, I'm giving it to the New York Jets. 7-10 last year. They added a lot. This year, of course, Aaron Rodgers, they're getting Breece Hall back healthy. They're probably going to be pretty exciting to watch. And they played very well last year with Zach Wilson and Mike White at quarterback. So they're Rodgers there throwing some team chem when he gets used to his guys there. Who knows, right? So yeah, we're giving the Jets an 11-6 record. And then moving to third place in this division, it is the Miami Dolphins. Last year, they went 9-8. This year, 10-7. They gain a game. They made acquisitions in the offseason. They brought in Jalen Ramsey, which is going to be great for them. And of course, they got Tyreek Hill. It's just, again, it's kind of like the Cowboys. They got Tua at quarterback. Their play depends on how well Tua plays. It's not like they have a team where they have a really good quarterback and the play depends on the other skill positions like wide receiver, running back, defense, everything like that. No, this is the team. The team is stacked. It's just how well the quarterback plays, kind of like the 49ers. They got Brock Purdy there. He played well last year, but it's a question mark. It depends on how good he plays. Imagine the 49ers had a guy like Jalen Hurts. Imagine they had, him slotted in there. That team would be disgusting. But anyways, moving on to last in that division, it's the Patriots. They went 8-9 last year. I think they go 7-10 this year. Patriots might not have the most impressive roster, but I feel like they always find a way to win more games than they should. Last year, 8-9. That's crazy. Their team stunk. They had Matt Patricia, I think, calling the plays on offense, and they had Mac Jones. And it's just like, I don't know how you win with this team, but 7-10 this year. And then moving on to the AFC West, we have the Chiefs going 15-2. So they went 14-3 last year, winning one more game this year, going 15-2, which would be very impressive. I can't remember the last time I ever ranked a team with only 2 losses. That's kind of crazy to think about. But obviously, Super Bowl champs, Super Bowl defending champs, and I would really not be surprised if they make it back there this year. Second place, the Los Angeles Chargers. Last year they went 10-7. This year I think they go 9-8. The Chargers, they made moves, more specifically last year. I think last year is when they brought in Khalil Mack, and they want to win. They do. They have a really good team. It's just I don't think the coaching is there, and it showed last year. Brandon Staley, it's just I don't think he's that good of a coach. Quite frankly, I think he's a very bad coach, because that team has a lot of talent on it, and to go 10-7, it's just like, yuck. But I have them losing one more game this year. I don't know. I don't think they play as well as they did last year, and they didn't even play that great last year. They barely snuck into the playoffs, actually. But anyways, third place in this division, I'm giving it to the Denver Broncos, who went 5-12 last year, by the way. I got them going 9-8, so technically tying the same record as the Chargers. But I know the meme last year, Broncos country, let's ride. Nathaniel Hackett being an absolute terrible, guy there. But they got Sean Payton, so a lot of coaching changes there. And I think it would be kind of hard to play as bad as they did last year. I know I clowned on Russ. I said Russ sucks, which I still don't think Russ is that good, or as good as he was in Seattle, by any means. I think they bounce back. I think they have a bounce back year, and I think they go 9-8 and actually have a winning record under Sean Payton. Last in the AFC West, I have the Las Vegas Raiders, who went 6-11 last year. This year, I got them going 4-13. I don't think this team is good. They went from mediocre to mediocre at quarterback for me. Derek Carr to Jimmy G, not much of a difference there. Still got Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs as well. So they got guys there that are capable of doing things, but to be your big quarterback splash in the off season, getting Jimmy G, I just don't think that's. You didn't really improve there, going from Derek Carr to Jimmy G, but 4-13 might be a little too low, but hey, I guess that's just how it goes. It's the way of the road. And moving on to the AFC North, I have the Cincinnati Bengals going 13-4 and winning that division. Last year they went 12-4. I said, the DeMar Hamlin game. They didn't play out that last game. So yeah, I have them increasing a game, getting one game better than they were last year. Joe Burrow is going to continue to get better. Still got guys like Jamar Chase, like T. Higgins, like Joe Mixon. That offense is very good. They did lose that safety I was talking about that went to Carolina, so defensively, I don't know how well they're going to fare in a secondary because, yeah, that was their big problem. Their Super Bowl year was their defense and how well the defense played. But second place in the AFC North, I got the Baltimore Ravens. Last year, they went 10-7. This year, 11-6. I think they do get better. Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, in my humble, honest opinion, he's the top 5 quarterback in the league. I think Lamar Jackson is incredibly underrated somehow, which makes absolutely no sense to me how he's underrated. But yeah, he was hurt a lot last year. I think he comes back this year. Him, Mark Andrews, that's that crazy combo. That defense is always great in Baltimore. And I got them going 11-6. So, moving on to third place, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, who went 9-8 with Kenny Pickett in his rookie year, I believe. Which is kind of weird to think if they would have started Pickett over Trubisky. Kind of how well would they have done last year type thing, you know what I mean? But anyways, I got them going 9-8. I didn't really see much of a crazy improvement from this team. Steelers always find a way to finish above 500, which is, it's really cool actually to see teams like that, it's kind of like the Patriots where they always win more games than I feel like they should. But I don't think Mike Tomlin has ever had a losing record as a head coach with the Steelers, which is awesome. That's very awesome. But I kind of do see Kenny Pickett improving this year, which is kind of hard to believe. Anyway, moving on to last in that division, it goes to the Cleveland Browns, and I don't really think that's much of a shocker. Last year they finished last there. They were 7-10, and I'm going to give them 7-10 again. I don't think having Deshaun Watson full, they didn't have him for the full year last year, and I don't think it's going to cause much of a difference now that they do have him. Maybe I'm wrong though. They still got Myles Garrett, who's an absolute monster. But yeah, 7-10 feels pretty fair for them. And lastly, last division, the AFC South. I got the Jaguars winning. And last year they did win it. They won the division. They went 9-8. This year I have them taking a 2-game jump up to 11-6. I am a big believer in the Jacksonville Jaguars. I love Doug Peterson. I think he's a great coach. I think he did a great job in Philadelphia, and I'm so happy he got another opportunity in Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence looks great. He looked great last year. He's just improved every year he's been in the league. And they got guys that, not necessarily they signed this offseason, but they signed last offseason. They made big splashes. Christian Kirk, Evan Engram, Foyesade Luakon, playing linebacker there, I believe still. They just have an exciting team. They have a young team that I believe is going to take the next step here, win a couple more games than they did last year, solidify themselves as the division winners in a division that's not very strong, let's be honest. Second place, I'm giving it to the Tennessee Titans, who finished 7-10 last year. This year, I think they go 9-8. I think they got better. They still got Derrick Henry. I just don't think Ryan Tannehill's the guy. And I don't think Malik Willis is either. And I don't think Will Levis is either. So I don't know what they got going on there. They went out and got D-Hop, which I think is going to help them a lot. And that's might be really the only reason I put them above, having a winning record at 9-8. But like I said, I don't think Will Levis, I don't think he's that good. Maybe he proves me wrong, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. That team's built off of Derrick Henry, and it's going to continue to be that way. Third place in this division, I'm actually giving it to the Houston Texans, who went 3-13-1 last year. But I got them going 6-11 this year. I think the Texans make a giant step forward with mainly Will Anderson. We'll have to see how well C.J. Stroud plays, another Ohio State quarterback. But I don't know. I don't think C.J. Stroud is going to be the kind of guy guy you want to be taking with, one of your top. I don't remember where he went in the draft, but one of the first three picks, I'm pretty sure, because it was Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson. I think Will Anderson might be the best player from this draft class. I mean, obviously he was the number one defensive pick after the quarterbacks, but I think he might be the best player in the entire draft over the quarterbacks. I think the dude's a stud. He's great, but yeah, I would have really loved to see the Texans get Bryce Young and Will Anderson. That would have been amazing. But I got them going 6-11 and finishing third in that division. Lastly, the Indianapolis Colts, who went 4-12-1 last year. I got them going 4-13. The whole thing with Jonathan Taylor, the owners, it's weird. And I think it's going to be hard on the team. And it's a team that wasn't good last year and didn't make enough improvements for me to even think they win another game this year. That's how bad I think the Colts are. Anthony Richardson, though, he's going to be pretty fun to watch. I don't know who he's going to throw the ball to, so maybe he'll just scramble around and pick up a lot of yards on the ground and some rushing touchdowns, which would be cool. But that dude has the build to be a stud, and I guess he's like, in my opinion, he's like got one of the highest ceilings for quarterbacks that was drafted last year, but he's also got the lowest of floors. So it's a gamble. It was a very big gamble for the Colts there. They took him at 4, I believe, so it was a very big gamble. It pays off. They look amazing. It doesn't. They look stupid. That's just how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. But anyways, that's the divisions. Let's go over the playoff teams. So I already got it marked down. Division winners: Eagles, Lions, 49ers, Panthers, Bills, Chiefs, Bengals, and Jags. So for the wild cards in the NFC, I have the Cowboys at 11-6 and the Giants at 10-7. And then we have the Seahawks at 10-7. Just missing out was the 9-8 Vikings. And yeah, there are a couple 8-9 teams as well. But moving on to the AFC, we have the Bills, the Chiefs, the Bengals, and the Jags for division winners. And wildcard teams, we have the Jets at 11-6, the Dolphins at 10-7, and the Ravens at 11-6. And just missing out were the looks like we got a couple of 9-8 teams. We got the Chargers, Broncos, Steelers, and Titans at 9-8. So those are the teams. Those are the playoff teams. I guess I could give you my early Super Bowl prediction. I think it's going to be Eagles Chiefs again, and hopefully Jalen Hurts gets his this year. I would love to see it. Might be a little biased fan in me talking, but hey, we were that close last year, so let's do it this year. That's gonna wrap up this video for you guys. I'm sitting here looking at a 40-minute recording that I'm gonna have to edit down, which doesn't sound like a lot of fun. But if you enjoy it and you're still here, comment your favorite NFL player of all time if you're still watching this deep into the video. I love you guys. I appreciate you watching. I'm looking so forward to this NFL season. My favorite time of the year. You're gonna expect regular uploads around NFL season 2. We got the franchise videos. We got the weekly predictions, and the review of the predictions, and maybe we'll throw in another video there. I don't remember if I did another NFL style video around then. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like. If you're new here, subscribe, of course, and be on the lookout for future content. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Peace out, y'all.